What is up, guys? Welcome back to Mock Games, and today I have something a little bit special for you. I actually received an email last night from two people asking me if I would put their park that they have just completed in my weekly creation series. However, my weekly creation series is currently on a hiatus and I'm not sure quite when that's going to return. However, I took a look at the park and it was just so fantastic. I thought I had to do a spotlight of this park for them. Hopefully this can get them some downloads, and at the end of the video, guys, if you really enjoy the look of this park, make sure you follow the link in the description, come to their workshop page and subscribe. Now if you really like the build but you don't like to download, or you don't feel like you need to download this park, then please do follow the link and just rate this park anyway, because rating is going to bump it up and more people are going to see it, more people are going to discover it, and then they'll get more downloads on their work, and that's going to really help them out. So even if you don't want to download this, make sure you click this rate button. It really will help them out. Now, one thing I will point out with this build is they know how to do a workshop page, guys, and you guys should take some tips from the way that they've written and styled their page for their build, because this is a really fantastic way to showcase it in a really nice bullet point-ish kind of style, where people are going to be able to see straight away exactly what this park has to offer. So if we scroll down on their workshop page, you're going to see just written here is everything you're going to find in the park, and this is a really nice clean way for people to quickly see exactly what they're going to expect when they load up the park. So I'm going to read a little bit of this for you guys now. Mystic Meadows has opened its doors. Discover 4 themed areas in a world where your dreams may come true. The monorail can take you to each one of these areas. Visit Mystic Meadows theme park now and get your personal voucher for a free second entry. So they are including kind of like a story to this as well, which is really nice. I love that. In the heart of Mystic Meadows, you will find Mystic Kingdom. Take a ride on the spinning coaster and take a closer look at the beautiful castle. And then it goes on to link everything else here that is going to be found in the park. So really nice, easy, quick way to see what you're going to expect in this park. I really like the way that it does this. It also lists the stats of the park. So if you don't have a great computer, you can come here and you can see the park has 23,000-ish pieces, which isn't too bad and will run pretty well on most people's computers. It has 12 amusement rides, 9 tracked rides, 22 shops and 11 facilities as well, which is really nice. And they've also gone out of their way to add the names of the people who they've used some of their stuff in their park, which is really great when you're going to upload to the workshop a whole park. If you've used anyone else's stuff, please make sure that you give credit to people that maybe you've borrowed something or you're using something from what they've uploaded to the workshop as well. Okay, so having said this, let's get straight into the park and check it out together, shall we? Remember, the link will be in the description for you guys if you want to pick this up for yourself. Okay, so here we are at the first section of Mystic Meadows. Now, of course, this is the ticket booth, and we're going to be going straight through here right now. We're going to get our ticket and our free return ticket, which actually seems to be a thing these days at a lot of parks, especially I know Fort Park does that now. They usually give you a return ticket for like the next week or something. If you want to come back within a week, sometimes they'll give you a return ticket, which is a really cool idea. It gets people back in the park buying more food and drink and stuff like that, which really bumps up their profits. So really nice. So first of all, what I like to do is just zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture so we can see exactly what this park has to offer. So it's going to zoom out right here. As you can see, the main castle there right in the middle, kind of like Disney would, straight down the middle. There's a little bit less of a main street here than you would expect to find in Disney, so I'm not going to call it just a Disney ripoff for that reason, because you know, a lot of parks in Planet Coaster love to have the castles in the middle and just have that, you know, really nice centerpiece to the park, which I think's fantastic. Why not put it right in the middle? It's a nice centerpiece, and you get to look at it as soon as you come in the gate. So here we are. Now this has 4 distinctive sections, or at least that's what it said on the workshop. So I'm going to try and work out which area is which right now. So we seem to have like a steampunky kind of section over this side, and then we have this section over here which has the blue paths, which by the looks of it is kind of a sci-fi area. We have all the sci-fi flat rides and all that stuff over there, and then I think this is more of like a kids area, a kids section over here because we have like a play area and stuff like that. And then this corner over here, I don't actually know what this corner is just yet. I guess we will find that out a little bit later when we go down there. Okay, so let's have a zoom in right now on the castle in the middle. We want to pay attention to the castle for a minute. Check this out, see what this is like. Oh, look at that, the front gates is keeps dropping down. That's a little bit deadly, I would say. Make sure you watch out when you go through that gate. You don't want to get your head chopped off with that thing, but that's pretty cool. I like that. So we have cannons. We have cannons exploding as if there's like an attack on the castle. We have nice animatronics everywhere. Okay, so this seems to be the spinning coaster that was mentioned in the workshop page. So we'll take a ride on that a little bit later. Now remember, I don't want to ride on everything in this park, and I'm probably not going to show off everything in great detail in this spotlight, because if I do that, then no one's going to want to go download this because they've already seen everything. So I like to keep some of it a secret, and so we won't be riding on all of the coasters, but I think this is one of the ones that we're definitely going to check out. So here it goes, because this coaster looks really cool. There we go. Look at that. Woohoo! Okay, so there is stairs. The entrance and exit do go inside this castle, so I'm just intrigued to see if there's any kind of like scenery or theming going on in here. No, okay, I think this is just literally the entrance and exit straight into the middle of this castle, which is fine. What's through here? Anything? Nope. Outside. Okay. So lovely theming on this castle. I really like this. It's up high as well, so you can see it from most areas of the park, if not all areas of the park. So that's really nice. Who's talking to me? Is that you? Hi. Okay, bye. Okay, so that was the castle in the middle. Now I think what I'm going to check out next is the steampunk area. Now do bear in mind that I think 3 or 4 of the pieces from this section of the park were borrowed from other users on the workshop, and they are linked in the main workshop if you want to download those separately. So we're going to take a look. This is Grimhold, or yeah, I think that's Grimhold. Pretty sure that's Grimhold. This is the Steam Park section of the park. So let's go through here. Okay, so we've got a nice train here. I think that's just for show. I don't think that goes anywhere. Yeah, that's just for show. That's really nice. So this is a station for the train, which I believe this train stays within the boundaries of the Steam Park section. Yes, okay. So is there another platform somewhere, or is this just a track ride? I think this may just be one circuit. Yeah, okay, so that is just one circuit. That goes round in a circle. That's nice. Okay, so we've got a nice flat ride here. There we go. Now this in the middle is really interesting. This is kind of like a steampunky style church, which is really interesting. I wouldn't really have thought to have put those two themes together, like kind of, you know, church and steampunky style, but it works. It works really, really nicely. I like that. It's that grey and the kind of rusted browny kind of colour that you'd expect to see. It's really cool. And they've used these extra pieces here. These, what are these pieces? Oh, they're the western signs. Okay, so they've used western signs to make the decoration on these windows. Very nice. Very, very cool. Okay, and then we got Metal Claw over here. Once again, they're using that kind of like browny, rusty colour to fit in with the steampunky theme, which is a really nice way of doing that. Oh, we got our first shop here that I've seen. Gulpy Energy, good, good. Okay, we've got the train going overhead. Very, very cool. Ooh. Digger, okay. So this is the, what is this called again? Oh, they've changed it. The Gears of Fear. There we go. So this is the Gears of Fear flat ride, and they've kind of made it look like a digging. I don't really know what you would call it. Kind of like a mine or something like that. Of course, we got the digger over here, chopping out this section of the dirt, and they've sunk it into there to make it look like they've been digging this out. So I really like that. That's really cool. I've never seen anyone do anything like that before. And they've made the name over here of the ride out of steel beams, very steampunky. And here comes the train. There it goes. Oh, barely getting up that hill there. Alright. Off she goes. Oh, look at that. We got steam. Steam bellowing out of there. Oh, we got fire. I wonder why we have fire down there. Maybe this is like... Is this supposed to be like an oven or something? Maybe this is an oven. Maybe they've built like a huge... I'm really confused as to why there's fire down there. Maybe someone in the comments will know what that's for. Okay, so we've got some nice theme in here on this little section of the queue line. And they've actually used... I think this is smoke or steam. I don't know whether that's supposed to replicate like a water coming out of that pipe, or whether that is just supposed to be smoke or steam. But either way, it looks awesome and I like it. Okay, moving on. Moving on. There's so much to see in this area. Look at all these details on these buildings. So cool. So cool. All this pipe work, steam and smoke and cogs going everywhere, trapdoors opening and closing, and I think we got the train going overhead. Yep, because it's super loud. Okay, so this is the main attraction right here of this steampunk area. So this coaster is obviously the main section of this little section of the park. There it goes. So once again, we will take a ride on this towards the end of the video. Now I believe that this engine here and this digger, or this kind of like winch thing over here, were other people's creations. I'm not too sure about this. I would have to check on the workshop. But just bear in mind that a few of these things in the theme park area are other people's creations, so I don't want them not getting the credit for that. Okay. So we are now going to adventure on. We're going to leave the steampunk section and we're going to move into the sci-fi area. So this area is very distinctive, as you can see. It is nice and white and blue, and it stands out a lot from the neighboring section of the park, which is really nice. So you can't wander in here by accident and not know where you are, because it's very bright. Very bright and futuristic and all that good stuff. So we got some stores over here. We got a donut shop and a water store. Lovely fountain in the middle there. Now there's not a lot going on for this little square here. Maybe some stalls or something like that would have been really nice to kind of like pack this area out a little bit. But I'm not really too sure what this area was supposed to be used for. So maybe there was a reason why this was left open like that. But either way, I like it. Okay, so there's the queue line for Portal. Very nice. We've got speakers and everything going on, lighting in here. Now, one thing I need to remember to do is actually switch the lights off to the park towards the end, so we can take a look at the lighting. I'm not sure yet whether the lighting's been done well in this park, but we will find out together, I suppose, towards the end. Is there something floating in the water there? Yeah, a lily pad. That caught me off guard there for a second. Now, I love the colours that they've used for this drop tower. The like lime green colour just looks amazing. I think that's awesome. I love that. It's not very often you see that lime green in a park, so I think it's also been used for the lights on this ride up here as well. There we go, look at that. Oh yeah. This ride is so nice to look at, like just the aesthetics of this ride. Very, very cool. Look at that. Okay, so let's venture on around the back. This is the station for the monorail. Now I believe the monorail actually goes all the way around the rest of the park. I believe the monorail is the main transportation around the park, and then the train ride in the steampunk area just stays within its boundaries in there. But yeah, look at that. We've got lime green as well on the inside of this. He's happy. He's happy. I'm happy. Everyone's happy. Okay, look at all this detail. Alright. Monorail. Indeed. We've got some more like stuff going on the roof. And we have a coaster. So let's go check this out. Let's go check this out. See what this looks like. So this, of course, is the main attraction to the sci-fi area of the park. This roller coaster. What coaster is this? Is this a launch coaster? It is. This is a torque launched coaster. So far, we've had 2 coasters that we've seen. 3 actually, because there's one on the castle. I tell a lie. And this one is called Time Travel. Now, I like the way they've done this. I really like the way they've done this because this ride is half in the sci-fi section and half in this kind of like olden day, I don't really know what you would call it, like really, really long time ago area. And that's why it's called Time Travel. As you can see, it's split straight down the middle. This is the future, this is the past. Really, really like this idea. Like this over here is cut down the middle as well. You go from the sci-fi section to this olden day huts and tents section of the park. Really, really nice idea. I really, really dig that. And even the track changes color, I believe. Yeah, the track's kind of like a greeny color over here, and then a bright white or grey color over this side. I really, really like this idea. That is an idea I've never thought of. But going through 2 different sections of the park, fantastic. Now we will take a ride on that a little bit later as well. Okay, so I do now know what this section of the park is. I was a little bit confused at the beginning of this episode, but now I think I know. So this is kind of like olden day, maybe Africa. I'm not too positive on that, but we have a nice track ride over here. Very small track ride, mind you. It's not big. But I'm guessing this is for the kids, for the young'uns that come to the park. You can put them on here while you go on the roller coaster, I suppose. Okay, so this actually section of the park is, I would say, the smallest section. It's not that big. We got half a coaster. We got a track ride. We got a bit of the monorail. We got a few shops over here, which is really nice. Ooh. That is a really nice umbrella. Awesome. Okay, got some shops over there, and we have this new flat ride. This is the new one that just came out a few days ago. Right there. And I think that is pretty much it from this area of the park. So we have one more section to go. And there is a wooden coaster, and I am not going to be riding this wooden coaster because I want you guys to download this park and ride it for yourself. Okay? So if you want to ride this wooden coaster, you're going to have to do that yourself. So here we go. Lovely wooden coaster. Now this seems to have like a sci-fi theme as well. Maybe this is like ancient future, I don't know, ancient aliens or something. There's like crashed airships, but they're all like covered in reeds and bushes and stuff like that. So it's kind of like they've been there for a long time, which is interesting. Okay. Lovely amounts of detail around here. Very nice to see. Now this queue line is rather cool looking. It has so many levels to this queue line. It goes up and around and up a little bit more. I've never seen anyone do a queue line like that before, but I guess if you've only got a small area to do it and you've got to raise it up to that height, then that is a pretty good way to do it. It kind of reminds me of like a water ride queue line, you know, as you just like keep going up and up and round and round and up and round. Very cool. Okay, so we have the pirate ship over there. Good old pirate ship. Okay. Now, I'm going to say that this is a tortoise or a turtle. It looks to me like this is a tortoise's face. I could be completely wrong here, but as soon as I saw this, it reminded me of the Never-Ending Stories, so this could possibly be my dumbest moment, calling this a turtle or a tortoise, whichever. But to me, that's what it looks like, so I'm sure we'll find out in the comments section below. Oh, look at this. Got another track ride that goes underground. Ooh. Ooh, this is mystical and spooky-ish, kind of. Oh, wow. I'm glad I came down here. Wow, look at this. This is really neat. Now, there may be triggers down here that I'm missing because I'm not actually in one of the track rides. So, apologies if I'm missing anything by just flying straight through here. Oh, there's a dragon up there. Very mystical. Another dragon protecting its loot. Very, very cool stuff. I wasn't expecting that. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting that one when I flew down there. Awesome. I'm convinced that's a turtle. Tortoise. Turtle, tortoise. Okay. So we have a nice plate area over here, which I'm really digging. I'm really, really digging this. Look at this. That is really cool. I used to ride on these things all the time. All the time. That's like the best thing at the park. If your park had one of these zipline things, it was the best. Best park. Sand pit. Climbing frame. Wow. So yeah, this is definitely the kids area. We have another kids ride over here. Now I must say this building looks fantastic. I like it. I like it a lot. It's giving me kind of like a Vikings feel with the little things on the end, you know. Very nice. So this is a kids ride. That is a mouth of some sort. I'm not sure whether that's a hippo. Is it a hippo? I would say that's probably a hippo, but it has maybe it's a wolf or a hippo or a dragon, something along them lines. It is some sort of creature, and you are going to be going through the mouth of that beast when you ride on this kids ride. There we go. Vroom. Or maybe it is a dragon, because there's a dragon here protecting their eggs. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Awesome stuff. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the tour. There is just one more thing to check out, and that is the main street, because we skipped right over at the beginning. So here we are. As you enter the park, you're greeted with some toilets. Maybe you've been queuing up for 3 hours to get in. Who knows, you need a wee. There is a nice entrance and exit here to the monorail on your left hand side, so you can jump straight on that monorail if you so wish and be taken swiftly across the other side of the park to jump on whichever is your favorite ride. So that's really nice. We have a Red Fox coffee over there. Lovely shop inside a tent there. That's a really cool idea. Some benches. Hat's fantastic here on the corner. Shop, souvenirs and photos. First aid for anyone that's tripped over and cut their toe. Restaurant, which is actually a milkshake stand. Oh, we have a theatre. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. I like that building. Shame there's nothing in it. Playing tonight, 10 PM, Bon Iver. No idea who that is. No idea who that is. Okay, then we got this building here on the corner. What's on this corner? Ooh, very nice. Custom roof as well. Nice custom roof up there. So there we go. Very modest sized main street right there, but I think that's all you really need to do. Like, you know, doesn't have to be the biggest of main streets. So there we go, guys. That is the park. I think we've covered most of the stuff. There is a few things still left to be discovered, so you guys can download it and find that stuff for yourself. However, it is time to ride some of these coasters. I promised you that I would ride on the coaster in the middle, the one in the theme park area, and the launch coaster between the olden day and the sci-fi sections of the park. So we have 3 coasters to ride on right now. So if you want to stick around and watch those POVs, then please do. Like I mentioned before, the link to the download will be in the description. Please do download it, show them some support, let them know you love their work in their workshop comment section, and even if you don't want to download this park, please do click the link and click rate. It only takes a few seconds to do, and it will help them out a lot, because this is awesome work and I want to see more from these guys in the future. And before I go, I just want to say thank you to Tim and Jaleesa, I'm sorry if I butchered your name there. Thank you very much for sending me this park to showcase for you. I really appreciate it. I just want to say you've done fantastic work here. Keep it up, and when your next park is complete, make sure you send me that as well, because I would love to feature that for you here. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this showcase of Mystic Meadows, and if you did, remember to drop a like on this video. Feel free to subscribe for more. Also, guys, if you would like to have your park or creation showcased on my channel, the link below to my Discord is down there. Make sure you come join the Discord and just let me know that you have something that I might be interested in showcasing, and I'll get back to you, and you can send me across whatever it happens to be, and maybe I will be showcasing your build next.